Scarlett Johansson vs. Disney, the Hollywood legal battle. Reflecting on Scarlett Johansson's groundbreaking lawsuit against Disney over the streaming distribution of Black Widow, a watershed moment in Hollywood's digital era. As we approach the year 2024, it's worth reflecting on a watershed moment in Hollywood history: Scarlett Johansson's landmark lawsuit against Disney. Back in 2021, Johansson, the Black Widow actor and executive producer, made a risk that set a precedent for the industry's transition into the digital era. Johansson sued Disney in July 2021 for releasing Black Widow simultaneously on streaming and in cinemas. This move, she said, violated her contract, which guaranteed her an exclusive theater release, which had been the norm in Hollywood for decades. Her pay was partially based on box office results, and the dual release format, expedited by the epidemic, had a big impact. Johansson's bold decision highlighted an industry-wide quandary. Her case was about more than just a contract. It was about the shifting sands of Hollywood's economics in the digital age. It was a fight for fair compensation in a fast-changing sector with streaming services. Disney's response was fast and firm, claiming that the complaint had no validity, and that Johansson's contract had been properly honored. The repercussions of this litigation, however, extended far beyond these two titans. It generated debate about the future of film releases and contractual commitments in an era of streaming. Notably, other studios, like as Warner Media, took a different strategy, renegotiating contracts to accommodate HBO Max's simultaneous release format. This was a clear sign that the industry was at a fork in the road. While Johansson's agents attempted to renegotiate, the details of the lawsuit's conclusion were kept confidential. Its impact, however, is apparent. Johansson's stance was a watershed moment in Hollywood, a challenge to the status quo and a demand for adaptation in an industry at the whim of technological innovations and shifting consumer patterns. In retrospect, Johansson's case was more than just a legal squabble. It was a declaration about the worth of artistic work in the streaming age, as well as a catalyst for change in Hollywood's contract negotiations and release tactics. Today, as we witness a more sophisticated approach to film releases and contractual arrangements, we can thank Johansson for contributing to this evolution. Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit against Disney, in retrospect, was about more than just the release of Black Widow. It was a watershed moment in the film industry, influencing discussions about streaming, pay, and the value of creative work in the digital age. As we watch Hollywood evolve in 2024, Johansson's courageous action will be remembered as a watershed moment in its history.